Hi, welcome to Now Spinning Magazine and me, Phil Aston, and this is episode 1 of Collectors Club, and in this episode we're going to be looking at the best of the Doobie Brothers from 1976. The idea of Collectors Club is to pick one album, what I've been playing recently, or something that means a lot to me, that or introduced me to lots of other things. So I use it as kind of like a jumping off point, or something I just feel it's just something that's in my collection that I've really enjoyed. So sometimes they're going to be really rare albums that hardly anyone's got, but sometimes they're going to be things that you can buy really cheaply because there were so many of them made. And I guess this is what this one is all about. I could have also put this under a series I used to do called classic compilations or something, but this to me at the time was a perfect introduction to this band. This is 1976. I was aware of the Doobie Brothers. I'd seen them on the Ogre Whistle Test when I was at school. It was a live footage, and I managed to get a single called Pursuit on 53rd Street, which is a great track from what was once Vices and now Habits from 1974. And it was actually, just imagine now I'm at work. I'm an apprentice, and we used to go to the pub on a Friday, and my job was to just go up the bar and get the drinks in, because the blokes I work with used apprentices to do that. But there was a song came on the jukebox, and I didn't know what it was, but it's a really great rock song. And I thought, wow, this is brilliant. So I went up and had to look and see what it was. And it was the B-side of something, which I can't remember what it was the B-side of now, but the track was Without You from The Captain and Me from 1973 by the Doobie Brothers. So completely feeling overwhelmed with not knowing where to look, because when I went into the Doobie Brothers section in Virgin Records, or HMV, where it was in Birmingham, they'd made so many albums that I just didn't know what to do. Enter the best of the Doobies, which gave me that track and gave me lots of other tracks. And the sequencing here, which covers albums from 1971. No, it doesn't. It lists all the albums, but all the tracks I've cherry picked. So China Grove and Long Train Running are from The Captain and Me, as is Without You. Taken to the Streets and It Keeps You Running are from Taking It to the Streets, which is one of my favourite albums, even though the lineup was changing there. Listen to the music. Blackwater was from what were once Vices and Habits, Rocking Down the Highway. Take Me in Your Arms, which was from Stampede. South City Midnight Lady was also from Captain and Me, and Jesus Is Alright was from Toulouse Street. So this collection of tracks I just thought was perfect. And the cover of it, we didn't get jukeboxes like this in the UK, where they were on, like in a diner. A jukebox in the UK was the size of a small car in the corner of a pub. The idea you could actually pick things like this, it's just really well designed. And the picture of the band at the back, obviously taken probably 76, I think is just great. So this album became the jumping off point for my lifelong love with the Doobie Brothers. It's on I'm going to be really train spottering some aspects of this. It's not on the Palm Tree Warner's label, it's on the one that came later. But the other thing, of course, that the Doobie Brothers had in their arsenal of making sure that music like this will never ever go out of fashion is Ted Templeman produced it, which means that it sounds fantastic. It sounds like it came out last week. You know, Ted Templeman had introduced me to Montrose, Van Halen, anything from Warner's. I mean, Ted Templeman was the in-house producer for the label. But this was just marvellous stuff. And there was going to be another best of the Doobies, but this, which I'll talk about briefly in a moment, but this was the one. And I could play this, and there isn't one track that I dislike at all. It says, "This is the best of the Doobies, our 7th album. It gives us a chance to say thank you for making it all possible." It's even got the address for the fan club. My kind of emotional attachment to this album was that even though, as the years went by, I bought all the albums on vinyl, and when the CD era arrived, I bought them all on CD. I've got them on Quadio as well, so I've got the quad mixes, and I just love the Doobies. That I always thought, that kind of thing was sometimes you'll buy something on CD even though there isn't anything on it that you haven't already got, because of the way it's sequenced, the memories it brings back. You just think that's it. So a few years ago, not that long ago actually, when was it? 2024, 2 years ago, Rhino put together a package where they brought out the Best of the Doobies on CD as a double package with Best of the Doobie Brothers Part 2. And so I thought, yeah, I'd like to have that on CD because it's sequenced so well. It's like a playlist. But this is kind of typical of Rhino Records in a way. I never bought Volume 2 at the time, not because I didn't like that version of the Doobies. I do, but I just never saw the reason of doing that. So buying this little set kind of like gave me the opportunity to do that. And for the second one, it has the palm tree kind of design, which I really loved from Warner's, and it has all the lyrics, and it even tells you where each track, which album they come from, and even the picture of the band. So I thought, well, it's Rhino Records, they must have done something to celebrate the enormity of this wonderful release, and not quite. So we've got the palm tree design on the CD cover itself, but the CD, I'm just showing you this in case you suddenly become rose tinted like me and you suddenly, I'm going to get that. That's all it was the listing of the tracks, which you've already seen, but nothing else about, no context, nothing at all. Bit disappointing, but it sounds great because of Ted. But this is the one that I still play, even though I've got all the tracks. So that is the Best of the Doobie Brothers, the first of my Collector's Corner kind of episodes. So let me know what you think. Do you have this? Do you remember buying it? If you did it give you an introduction to the band? What was your favourite track from it? Just let me know. And again, if you're thinking, well, I'd like to have that, you can get it on a reissue vinyl, but it's quite expensive. I think it's about 50 quid for a double pack, including the second volume. But you can pick this up really easily on eBay and on Discogs, so you don't have to spend a lot of money, but I think it's fab. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Please take care, all of you. Please subscribe. If you become a patron, you get access to our private communities on WhatsApp and Facebook, and also you can come along to our own private pub called the Now Spinning Arms as well. Keep spinning those discs. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon.